I just wanted to remind everybody that I am hosting a journaling workshop on December 21st from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Chrysalis Center if you are local to St. Petersburg, and I would love for you to join me. To find out more information and to RSVP, go to my Facebook page, The Blue Heron Sings, and you will see a journaling within event. And please let me know that you're going so that I know how many people are coming and I can have enough supplies for everybody. But today, I am just sharing a little bit more about why I am so passionate about journaling and why I encourage my clients to do it as well. Um, so, for those of you that don't know, I'm also a therapist. I'm a life coach and I'm a therapist. Most of my training comes from my therapy background and also the arts. And you can read more about that later. But journaling is one of the tools that I encourage any client to use. Why? Because most people that I work with either have had experiences of trauma in their past, they've been diagnosed with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, they've been diagnosed with anxiety or depression or a mood disorder. And so journaling is one of those tools that they can use to process their experiences, especially for the trauma. Journaling is that validation for you. In fact, journaling is validation for anybody. It's the place where you can be your most authentic self. And with the trauma, you're able to confront those experiences and even create a new narrative to your life. It is so important that we do not avoid or stuff what we went through or stuff those emotions, because it comes out in unhealthy ways. It can come out in cutting, it can come out with drug addiction or in relationship after relationship or in eating disorders. That's what I struggled with. All of those are us seeking happiness outside of ourselves. And so when you journal, you do that healing yourself. Obviously, I believe in therapy and I believe in support groups and yoga, meditation. Those are all excellent tools. Journaling is just another one. Journaling, you can, and now I'm thinking of depression or anxiety. When you're doing consistent writing, you're able to, identify what your real emotions are, sort them out. You're able to go back and reflect on old pages so that you can see the wonderful progress that you're making. A lot of times we maximize the bad things and minimize all the good. It's one of the reasons why I like to use cognitive behavioral therapy, because it works a lot with your thoughts and how those and our feelings influence what we do in the next steps. So back to that. When you're looking at old entries, you can see, one, the progress, which is amazing because you need to give yourself kudos in order to feel better about self. And two, you can see what's been working for you as well as what's not working for you, and maybe some patterns or behaviors that need to be let go of or addressed in therapy. What was I going to say? If you are looking at your old entries and you notice, well, hey, every time I talk to Katie, I become very upset. I don't know what it is. Then you can use that as a tool to go into and make a new entry. And maybe I need to work on what it is about Katie that's really bothering me. And truth can come out. And it's a safe place to do it, right? Because if you're with your friends or your family, sometimes we don't feel like we can just be our authentic self. Or sometimes we don't want to hurt people's feelings. Though we need to process whatever that is, because it's going to come out in other ways. How we do anything, we do everything. So journaling is a place where you can come back and it's like your history. It's like, okay, look at this. I got to work on this because it keeps showing up in a lot of my entries. What is it? What can I do differently so that I don't have that same result? That's the insanity of it. What is journaling not? It's not just a brain dump, although I do find purpose in that sometimes. It's not a teenage girl sitting on her bed with a diary talking about her latest crush and how excited she is that he made eyes at her. Woo! It's not just that, although I think it probably is for some. It doesn't have to be in a leather-bound journal either. You know, go to the Dollar Tree, pick up a journal, and start writing. If you need prompts, you know, they are out there. I am hosting that workshop, and I'm going to teach people some ways to get a blank page to have more than just a blank page, to have words that have purpose and intention. So anyways, that's a lot about what I am so excited about. I'm sorry, I don't know what this warning sign is, but okay. Let me just make sure I did everything. I talked about everything that I wanted to. I talked about what it's not, some of the depression and anxiety, noticing your thought patterns. What else? The only thing else I can say right now is that journaling is where you can be the most authentic version of yourself. It's where you can just come to a safe place and be you and not be afraid of saying anything or walking on any eggshells. So, and when it comes to the trauma, if you've gone through trauma, you have to face those experiences. You can't keep avoiding them. You can't not get that validation for yourself that you needed. It's also an excellent place, journaling, to do some inner child work. I don't know why this keeps posting, whatever. You have to feel in order to deal, in order to heal. And those are my last words for you. Journaling can be that place for you. All right, have a great day.